This week has been our annual ministry conference for our diocese, and the theme is around a whole lot of, quite a lot of wide-ranging issues around our mental health, our well-being. And the conference has been wonderfully started with a keynote address by distinguished Professor Sir Richard Faull, who amongst many other things is Director of the Centre for Brain Research. Richard, thank you for your kōrero to us today, and it's been hugely insightful for us, understanding this journey you took us through on the brain. You've wonderfully brought a human brain with you. Tell us what you're discovering, what's this amazing journey of this complex organ.
Well, when I first started studying the brain in the 1960s and looked at the human brain, and it was such an amazing organ, we thought, well, let's do research to understand it more. And since that time, over the last 40 years or so, we've made huge discoveries, but in a way, we sort of, as I said in the talk, we sort of got to the top of one mountain and realised there's lots of Himalayas ahead that are even higher. But that progress is actually important, and for people's brain health, realising that people with the early stages of dementia, or people who just have a challenge and it challenges their brain function, they may momentarily be affected by a mental health problem. And mental health just means that we've got to look after our brain. That's all it is. It's often seen as a derogatory term, unfortunately, but having an awareness of it is actually critical. And there's certain types of brain disease we can't cure or we're trying to slow them down, but there's lots of areas of brain dysfunction we can do a huge amount for. So if I did one thing, was just to pass on that just by looking after the people and listening to their problem when they're stressed in one way or another and they have a mental health challenge, you help them over that hurdle and they'll come out the other side stronger. And you may not change their lives forever, but you may have, actually. So in talking about the complexity of the brain, I hope everyone got a bit of a feel that it is complicated, but it doesn't mean to say you can't do good things for people.
Well, one of the insights you gave me, many insights about the things that can help in delaying some of the impacts of aging on the brain. But one of the things you talked about was the importance of social interaction, and of course, as church communities, one of the things we're trying to do is bring people together and enable belonging. That you feel is really important.
Critical. And listening to them, giving them a voice, making them feel you're giving them power in a way, because they often feel disempowered. And to have a community which is looking after them, because no two people are the same and they're going to need a different package of care, so you've got to be versatile in them. And the church, I think, has got a wonderful history of caring and supporting, and it's going to play an even more vital role in the future, because we've got a challenging world out there. And we don't know where it's going to go, but we do know that by looking after people, doing good things to people is going to be certainly the best thing to do. So keep doing that. And it's so much more important. So I think having a 2-day conference like you're having, addressing this, and of course all the different people who are here from different points of view of caring for people, they all have an overarching role to play, but together they can do wonderful things. So it's been such a pleasure coming along just for
well, we've enjoyed it very much. Thank you for the lifetime of work you've given to this. I think there'll be many people in New Zealand around the world who can have a real sense of gratitude to you for the research that you've led and the care that you've shown to others. And thank you for the insights for us today and the work that we do, because it's hugely helpful.
Doing something you love doing, people say, why do you work so hard and so long? I said, well, it's not work, you actually go along, you get more rewards out of that than what you ever anticipated. And also, by working with the people in the community, those families, the Huntons, they gave us the brain initially, and they sent me on a course where in my wildest dreams I couldn't have charted such an exciting life, and it's still going on, so it's pretty good.
Kia ora, Richard. Thank you.
Thank you.